Afternoon. It's been a little while since I've done a video. So back on with this because it's doing me nothing. We had another code come up, and basically the passenger rear suspension had dropped to the where it was tucking. The tyre was tucking in the arch. So I've done a code using my auto, and it said left rear level sensor, which threw me for a minute because it came up with well, the code didn't throw me. When I tried to find the part threw me because the part was coming up as headlamp level sensor xenons, and this hasn't got xenon headlamps. But anyway, brought a headlamp level sensor which goes under the left rear, and that's the one. But it was still throwing up a code. So I'm hoping, I've disconnected the battery. I've heard horror stories about disconnecting batteries from BMWs for a long time, but disconnected the battery 2 days ago because I'm changing starter motor. There's a dead level sensor. It's yes, it's got a bit water corroded. I had to break it off. Bolts weren't moving, so they broke the bolts out of there. So I changed that for basically a knot. I didn't put a genuine BMW one on because I got another one for like 30 quid, and I couldn't find a genuine one on eBay. In the UK, they're all in the USA. So maybe because I haven't put a genuine part on, it's coming up with the code still. We'll see. We'll see when the memories. But at the moment, the reason the battery's off is because this starter motor still works, but it's getting tired, man. And one thing I've learnt with automatic BMWs is you don't want the starter motor to die. It's not like you can jump start them. So I've been climbing in and out the engine bay at the minute, and starter motor is out. New one's going in. Thankfully, I've had this. Whoa, look at that. New head torch. Saw it on one of those cheesy Facebook adverts, you know, the ones that look like they're conning you all the time. But it was only like 20 quid, so got it off one of them. It took a while to come, but it's good, man. Little head torch. So yeah, it's all flexible on that. So it's pretty good. Never used one before. The only reason I'm using it is I'll show you this engine bay. One sec. Blankets for comfort, because I tell you what, it's not a nice place to be. And then you can't really see down there, but the start motor is all the way down there. Everyone kept telling me I had to take the dipstick off, drain the oil, but you don't. Dipstick's still on. Haven't drained the oil. Managed to get the start motor up and out. That's the main feature. My start motor goes on the battery, and that's the alternator one. So yeah, I've managed to get a new starter motor in. I've got to finish bolting it up, then I rewire it all up, get the cover and that back on. Yeah, so it's not been fun. So, and hopefully it won't be a tyre that's starting now, because you press the button and sometimes she's so tired she just goes to turn, doesn't. You have to press it again. It's like it's building up voltage within the starter. So we'll see. I had it on my 535 and that one broke at services, but it only gave me like a couple of days notice it was going tired. This one's given me ages, so we'll get it done. But got something else in the workshop that's come home. I've had it a while. One sec. You have to excuse the background noise because it's absolutely pissing it down today, so the roof's gonna come over on the microphone a bit. But my old BSA Bantam, yeah, that rain's coming down hard. I'll come back to this in a bit and I'll show you what I'm up to. Cheers. Back again. We've got less rain on the roof now. But where was I earlier? I was going to show you the bike. I've got carried away since then. The BM's done. What was that? Bear with me. There's a piece of stainless steel tube sliding against the back wall. But anyway, started on my front gates. So, well, I've got a 50 by 50 box section.
Well, 16 mil.
Hinges I'm using. And then this is going to be the cross section.
One of the cross sections So going for seamless joints, don't want to see me welds.
So yeah, this is one of my gates. So there'll be 2 identical gates, but the inset will be opposite on each one. So we've got 9 foot long, 6 foot tall. So anyway, that's the start of my gates. So glad I didn't finish painting the floor yet, because I couldn't get a perfectly flat floor here. There was slight deviation in it, so I did it here. Obviously, I think I haven't got an industrial mop yet, so we'll have a look, see if it comes up with a mop. We've been welding. But yeah, anyways, my BSA Bantam, so Super 7, Super D7 Super Bantam, 175cc. It needs a bit of love, like grips and stuff. They're in the post. Got a new grip coming. I've got to put a new set of points on her, but I can't find my timing gauge, my little paper timing gauge. So I'll have to try and get one printed out. Carved gasket set needs to go on. New rear light to go on. And see if I can pick up a new air filter, because that is a right mess. I've put a new battery on, got a new plug to go on. And then, yes, she's got good compression for an old 1968 Bantam. So, yeah, little 2-stroke carb. So, there's a bit of syrup in here, so I need to clean the tank out as well first. Put some petrol in it, give it a wash out. That's my Bantam. Had a new switch on there. What mileage has it done? 20,000. 20,000. Says it would do 80 mile an hour. I doubt it. You wouldn't want it, I don't think. Yeah, there's my Bantam. The X5 finished the starter motor, starts up sweet as a nut now. Still got a code on that rear level sensor, so I might have to try and buy a genuine one. Yeah, because I can't get rid of the code, no matter what I try. And I use all towel, so which is pretty good. This is better than my old snap-on machine I had years ago. So I've got all towel, which is OBD code reader and Diagnostics machine. Got that because obviously owning a few BMWs, you have to. But yeah, I'm gonna see how much more I can get on this, because I'm on the dregs of my gas now. Not got much gas left, so I need to get my gas filled. But I haven't brought any gas since I've lived in Wales, so I've got to go and find somewhere local to give me a big gas bottle. I'd like a big gas bottle. So that's where I'm at the minute, pissing about with an old BSA, working on my gates, getting the wife's car to run properly. I've been stuck doing another few things last few days as well. I was supposed to go and see Jamie, my mate Jamie in London, to pick up an RS that I brought off him. It's going to have to wait a while at the moment, because I'm stuck into so much things coming up, and stuck into a few different things. Jamie don't mind waiting though, so he can sit and wait. Yes, that's where I'm at the moment. Cheers. Afternoon. I've not been good on videos lately. Just been plodding on, you know. Been busy doing bits and bobs. So I think I showed you. I was doing my gates last time, so I'm waiting for some decorative corner pieces to go on these, because my welder packed up. My trusty snap-on welder, 187 mig. It just hasn't got power to penetrate 3mm. It welds, but it's cold welds. So for now, I've had to bite the bullet, because I've really needed it, and buy a Sealy 200. And I'll be honest with you, Super MiG 200 Sealy, absolutely brilliant. I can't fault it. It doesn't drop down on power. Run a nice weld. You can hear the welder. It's up for it, man. It's up for it. Yes, that is really good. But I would like to get my snap-on repaired. So I'm looking for somebody to take this to at the moment, to repair this snap-on one, because It must be a regulator, something to do with power. It still works, still welds, it just hasn't got strength. You can turn it all the way up to number 6, you can pull your wire speed down, and she just will not penetrate. She's down on power. So I'll sort that out. We're trying to have a bit of a tidy up at the minute. That's back in the corner because I've put the maxi on the 4-post, and basically I've got my chassis lift working. So you can see under there, the chassis lift. Pretty good bit of kit. So basically just flip this switch, so that's for the 4-post, and then you put it there, and that's my chassis lift. So look, there's a car going up, car coming down, bit aggressive, and then you just flip that to there, and then it's your 4-post again. So yeah, pretty chuffed for that. So I can take wheels off, I can get this off the floor now, or off the 4-post, and you can do things on this 4-post now. Where before it was pretty much just a tool to get cars up there, but now it can be used and can be worked on because it's got a chassis lift. Chuffed for that. So yeah, I've got a couple of videos I did last week or the week before. I'll put this little compilation together. Probably boring to you lot. Haven't done too much interesting things. I've been busy, do you know what I mean? Doing a house, kitchen. These gates are for me entrance, so get these done in the next week or two. Like I said, waiting for some decorative pieces and then put the wood in. I've got a lot coming, a few different bits and bobs. But because the welder died and I was welding them, I didn't realise, I just thought the weld was tall. I didn't realise it was cold. So I welded all 4 corners on all 4 gates. Then I had to grind all the welds off in here. So I've had to spend yesterday cleaning everything because of grinding dust. Didn't expect to have to grind anything. So grinding dust was everywhere. So I've had to clean everything of grinding dust, man. Which is a pain in the arse. Grinding dust is horrible as well. Because it gets a bit of damp in it and it goes rusty. So you can turn plastic rusty with grinding dust. Horrible stuff. But yeah, next week I'll do a video because I'm going to a couple of shows with the wife in the cosy. So I'm going to, where am I going to? I'm going to, I can't remember the name of the first. I'm going to Squires on the Sunday, and then something Fitment on the Saturday, Fitment something, I can't remember. But yeah, weekend out in the cosy, met a few of my pals at a hotel as well. So that's me at the minute. So sorry if it's been a bit boring video. I'll get more exciting video done soon. More work on motors. Cheers.